After 50, strength fades quietly. It doesn't vanish overnight or announce itself with pain. It leaves in small ways, a harder time opening jars, heavier groceries, slower stair climbs. Most people chalk it up to getting older. But what's really happening is a gradual loss of the one tissue that keeps you alive and independent: muscle. Researchers call it sarcopenia, muscle wasting tied to age, and it's one of the most underestimated health threats of our time. It predicts falls, fractures, metabolic decline, even premature death. But here's the empowering truth. Unlike grey hair or wrinkles, muscle loss is not inevitable. You can stop it, even reverse it, if you spot the signs early and take action. This episode will help you do exactly that. By the end, you'll know the simple home test that reveals hidden weakness, why muscle vanishes faster after 50, and the daily plan to rebuild it. Because this is the phase of life where strength becomes survival. The silent decline. Some losses in life are visible, this one hides. From your 30s onward, the average person loses up to 1% of muscle each year, and twice that rate after 60. But the first symptom isn't smaller arms or legs, it's fatigue. Climbing stairs leaves you winded. Standing from a chair feels heavier. Carrying a suitcase strains your back. These are early whispers of sarcopenia. The body is brilliant but practical. When a muscle isn't used, it gets recycled, literally broken down so its amino acids can feed other systems. That's efficient in youth, catastrophic later on. Every decade of underuse means less support for joints, weaker balance, and slower metabolism. Then the dominoes fall: weight gain, insulin resistance, inflammation, and eventually disease. But here's the good news: muscles never forget. They can be retrained faster than you think, and the first step is finding out where you stand. The hidden weakness test. Here's a test you can do right now. No gym, no equipment. It's called the 10-second stand test. Sit on a firm chair, arms crossed over your chest. Stand up fully, then sit back down, as many times as possible in 10 seconds without using your hands. Count your repetitions. Results: 12 or more equals excellent functional strength. 8 to 11 equals moderate. Muscle loss may have begun. 7 or less equals high risk of mobility decline and future frailty. Don't panic if your number's low. That's the wake-up call most people never get. It means your body has quietly shifted from growth mode to maintenance mode, and you can flip that switch back. Why this test matters? It checks more than muscle. It measures coordination, balance, joint stability, and cardiovascular integration, all pillars of longevity. And best of all, improvement happens fast. Even 2 weeks of deliberate movement can raise your score. In just a moment, we'll look at exactly why muscles disappear after 50 and how to combat the condition. Like and subscribe to the channel so we can benefit you by creating more great content with you in mind, and as a thank you, download this video's free guide from the link in the description below. Why muscles disappear after 50. 1. Hormonal drift. Around midlife, anabolic hormones like testosterone, growth hormone, and estrogen decline. These are the signals that tell your body to repair and rebuild tissue after stress. Without them, recovery slows, protein synthesis drops, and muscle shrinks faster after each period of inactivity. 2. Protein resistance. After 50, your body becomes less responsive to dietary protein. A breakfast that once built muscle now barely maintains it. It's not just how much protein you eat, it's how and when. Spacing protein evenly through the day, with at least 25 to 30 grams per meal, reignites the growth response. 3. Nerve disconnect. Each muscle fiber is linked to a nerve. As we age, those connections fray. Inactive fibers lose their signal and atrophy. Re-establishing those neural links through resistance training literally rewires strength back into the system. 4. Inflammation and circulation. The same silent flame and sluggish blood flow we discussed in earlier episodes choke off nutrient delivery. Muscles starved of oxygen can't rebuild. That's why the path from risk to resilience always runs through better circulation and cooling inflammation first. The Strength Rebuild Blueprint. You don't need a gym membership or heavy weights. You need consistency and progressive overload, gradually asking your muscles for a little more each week. Step 1. Daily activation. Move every major joint each morning. Neck rolls, shoulder circles, hip rotations, ankle flexes. Think of it as greasing the hinges. This wakes the neuromuscular system and sets posture for the day. Step 2. Resistance training. 2 to 3 sessions a week is enough to reverse years of loss. Bodyweight squats, wall push-ups, resistance band rows, and step-ups build functional strength that translates directly to daily life. Aim for controlled movement, not speed. When the last 2 reps feel challenging but possible, you're in the growth zone. Step 3. Protein timing. Include high-quality protein at each meal. Eggs, fish, poultry, beans, or Greek yogurt. Add a quick protein snack within 30 minutes after exercise to amplify repair. Think dose rather than amount. You're signaling your body to rebuild, not just refuel. Step 4. Recovery and rest. Muscle doesn't grow during the workout. It grows during rest. Sleep 7 to 8 hours, stay hydrated, and stretch gently before bed. Poor sleep equals poor repair. Step 5. Track progress. Repeat the 10-second stand test every 2 weeks. Each extra repetition is a visible sign of cellular change, proof that age is not the limit, only the baseline. The hidden rewards of strength. Strength does more than help you lift things. It stabilizes blood sugar, sharpens brain function, protects bone density, and restores confidence. Every contraction sends messages of life through your bloodstream, anti-inflammatory myokines, oxygen, and endorphins. That's why people who build muscle after 50 report more energy, better mood, and fewer doctor visits. You're not just getting stronger, you're extending health span, the number of years you can live on your own terms. Muscle is youth's final refuge. When you protect it, you protect everything else. From risk to resilience, the loss of strength isn't aging's destiny, it's aging's warning. Every time you choose movement over stillness, real food over processed comfort, sleep over screens, you're reversing that warning. You're proving that resilience isn't about avoiding decline, it's about building the systems that fight it. This is the 3rd step in our risk to resilience journey. Understanding that true longevity isn't about living longer, it's about staying capable. In the next episode, we'll reveal how sleep and survival connect, and why every heartbeat, muscle fiber, and memory depends on what happens when the lights go out. Subscribe, stay curious, and remember, you can't stop time, but you can strengthen the body that carries you through it.